Alright, I got my two S1000RRs, Gen 1, 2010. This one's a 2020. In this video, I'm going to be riding both and I'll let you guys know how each one feels. Yeah, I picked this one just up today. This one I've had for a year and a half. Both great bikes. It's really great. What I kind of like about the older ones has to be the analog tachometer. Super cool. I love analog systems. New one has a TFT display. Everything is electronic, which is cool. I like the display. You can adjust it, which is really cool. And also you have the dynamic suspension. But from a riding perspective, let me hop on this one and do like a little quick review. So let's go.
No, I'm wearing the GoPro. Okie dokie. And again, for a super bike, these bikes, both of them are pretty comfortable. You know? Oop. Jump on board this guy real quick. And both of them are really light. Alright. And that's just... Thing is, the service is already done. I need to go to the dealership and clear that. Come on. Wait, no, he wanted it on. Okay. This was annoying about the newer bikes, I guess. Okay, there we go. It went off on its own, I guess. Interesting. That clock's actually accurate, which is pretty cool. Here we go. Yeah, this one definitely sounds more throaty than the Gen 1. What the? Wow. It's the feeling being on this bike is bizarre. Like, you turn it, and even before, like, you mentally think you're going to turn the bike turns. Oh, wow, that is so weird. What? Oh, that is so weird, dude. Wow. Word that I would use to describe this would be telepathic. Like, it is that easy to turn this bike. Like, this bike rides itself. Yeah, one of my buddies I know, Kalimoto TV, we were talking about this bike. Oh, look at that Cybertruck. We were talking about that bike, and kind of telepathic is the word that we landed on as far as describing this bike's turning characteristics. Yeah, the acceleration is pretty absurd. Especially anything over 8,000 RPMs. And this particular vehicle has a Brand tune on it. So BT Moto, they have a really, or BT Moto or Brand Tuning, the company, they sell a really good flash for this bike. And I don't know if people can actually hear me talking, because I cannot hear myself. It is just very, very quick, very, very, I would say, responsive, but not jerky. That's the one thing I describe the S1000RR as. Oh, the quick shifter. That turns, it is so smooth. Wow. That's insane. That is so smooth. Wow. Okay. It's just crazy the amount of electronics they can pack into motorcycles these days. And this turn, oh my goodness. The way this bike turns, I've never actually ridden a bike that turns this well. Yeah, mic was outside my helmet. Now it's inside. Wow. Okie dokie. Now people can actually hear me talk. Oh, great. Anyway, I just talked a lot and I don't think anybody could hear it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this bike, as far as the geometry of this motorcycle is concerned, it's a little bit slimmer than the 2020 or the new gen S1000RR. As far as the ergonomics are concerned, I feel like I'm sitting a little bit more inside this bike rather I'm on top of it. I obviously feel more comfortable riding this one because I've been riding this bike for the last like year and a half. Yeah, and this bike, it's raw, but it has an element of, you know, that nonsense. Why does it say that? Here we go. Alright. So I was saying, oh man, this bike, as far as turning is concerned, it takes a little bit more, I would say, effort or inputs to turn. The other bike, the 2020 S1000RR, it felt like it was doing too much of the work for you. You know? Like this bike, it takes a little bit of, you know, a little bit more input to get the same output. I hope I'm making sense. As far as power is concerned, both are very, I would say, similar. The earlier gen, this one just feels a little bit more raw. I mean, like, it just feels more raw to me, with a touch of sophistication. Obviously, its throttle response is very smooth. It has that brand tune, right? But the other one, I feel like the 2020 might be faster. And again, I'm assuming both these bikes have the same gear ratio. See, I'm turning this with one hand. I believe stock gearing for the 2010 is 1745. I think for Gen 2 it's 1645. You want to keep that gear ratio at, you know, they probably did that for the Gen 2 S1000RR because it had just so much power. And they probably wanted to limit the top end. That's probably why. Ooh, that's not a cop. Good. Yeah, but as far as which bike I like more, ooh, that's a good question. I just like the raw feeling of this bike so much. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm riding the bike more than the bike's riding me when I'm on this, if that makes sense. And again, a little bit of hyperbole on my part. Both bikes are great to ride. But just, oh man, this throttle by wire, baby, as opposed to electronic throttle. That's just so nice. You know?